4th down and 6. Olbridge gotta have it. Shotgun formation. Nugent, a lot of time. Rolls out. He's running out of space. Will roll the other way. They look, corner of the end zone. Touchdown!
Rowan heading for the touchpad with the lead. And the props will take the men's 400-yard freestyle relay.
Andrews will be in shotgun. He takes the snap, makes the handoff. He'll throw it down the left sideline. He's got a wide open receiver. He's got the touchdown.
Motion man is Simmons. Trotman throwing towards Simmons down the field, and he makes the catch in traffic for a Bearcats touchdown.
Back to pass, middle of the field. The catch is made by Britt. She's off to the races at the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Britt is in for the score.
Back on in, here's Yoxon. Yoxon to the backhand, trying to go to the front, makes the move and shot, and he scores!
Gracie comes set and delivers. And that's it on the ground to second. Throw to first, in time, and the ball game is over. South Shore survives a late scare, and they are the 2024 New York State Little League Baseball champions.
Good evening, fans, and welcome to the Sunny Brooklyn Recreation Center on the campus of Rutgers University for Day 3 of the 2026 Metropolitan Collegiate Swimming and Diving Conference Championships. Before we get swimming underway, we'd like to take a moment right now to recognize the seniors competing in their final events at the Metroids. Please hold your applause until all seniors' names have been announced. From Baruch College, Ethan Granoff, Caitlin Chavez, Kira Chen, Eric Goldstein, Michael Guzman, Maxim Karoba, Jordan Lynn, Leo Valdivia, Daniel Vassilkov, Daria Vronitskaya, and Kristen Zhao. From Brooklyn College, Surab Shikatarlashivi, Itala Nkapi, and Himatala Elkapi. From Gordon College, Ella Schisler. From Hunter College, Kara Chen, Nia Chen, Naisha Krishna, Gwendolyn Posner, Greg Smollett, and Vivian Winter. From John Jay College, Grace Driver, Kira Angleton, Victoria Hapsis, and Julia Murray. From Mount St. Mary College, Antonia Lacardi, Angelina Monero, Kayla Nicholas, and Steph Summer. From Roberts Wesleyan University, Giovanni Arzayu, Dylan Baker, Toby Baldwin, Emma Dickham, and Jaden Harshel. From Sarah Lawrence College, Allie Aguilera, Krista Burgess, Ella Hernan, and Kaylani Toma. And from SUNY Maritime College, Kirsten Arquette. Fans, let's give it up one more time for the senior class of 2026. And now at this time, will you please rise and help us honor America with the performing of the national anthem. Performing the national anthem tonight is Roberts Wesleyan swimmer and diver Brody Baldwin.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in and gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Brody Baldwin.
Just come outside for the night. Take your time, get your life. Let it the career's mistake when you will apply. The people living with this on the better life. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a peace of mind. They focus on the future, never on right now. But I'm sipping like a butcher, even pick up ground. I'm the one that introduce you to you right now. Oh my God, that's right. But alright.
Right, it's time to meet your diving finalists. First, in women's 3-meter diving.
Mami, a mí me gusta tu descendencia entera. Enséñamela.
Your finalist in women's 3-meter diving. Up first, she's a 1-meter school record holder, CUNY All-Conference and CUNY champion. This is her first Mets appearance, and last night she was third on the 1-meter from Brooklyn College, Magdalena Atkins. Up second, she was fourth on the 1-meter last night from Roberts Wesleyan, Ellie Herbert. Your third diver, she's a 3-time NCAA qualifier, 4-time Mets A finalist and 3-time Mets silver medalist from Roberts Wesleyan, Sydney Simmons. And the top seed, she's a 3-time NCAA qualifier, holds all 4 diving records. She's an 8-time Mets A finalist, 5-time Mets champ, and 2-time Women Diver of the Year from Roberts Wesleyan, Emma Dicklin. All right, and now let's meet the finalists for men's 1-meter diving.
I'm that young Latino sipping on Tito's, eating burritos, got them like all of these sick and no girl is my own bitch, no sabo.
Your 3-meter community champion. In his first appearance at the Metros, he was 4th on the 3-meter last night from Brooklyn College, Christian Diaz. Your second diver, this is his first year at the Mets and his first A final from SUNY Maritime, Brenton Toomey. Your third diver, he was 2nd on the 3-meter last night from Roberts Wesleyan, Joel Fessmeyer. Your 4th diver, he is a community runner-up, and his first appearance at the Mets, he was 3rd on the 3-meter from Brooklyn College, Jaden Diaz. And the top seed, he was your 3-meter champion last night from Roberts Wesleyan, Brody Baldwin. This event is the women's 200-yard backstroke Heat 1B final.
Welcome to the evening finals for women's 3 meters, men's 1 meter. Your diving order for this evening, beginning with the women on 3. Magdalena from Brooklyn College will be going first, followed by Ellie from Roberts Wesleyan, followed by Sydney from Roberts Wesleyan, finishing with Emma from Roberts Wesleyan. Men's order. Diving first, Christian from Brooklyn College, followed by Brendan from SUNY Maritime, followed by Joel from Roberts Wesleyan, followed by Jaden from Brooklyn, followed by Brody from Roberts Wesleyan University. Beginning the first round for the women, Magdalena, 101C, forward dive tuck, difficulty 1.4. Scores 5.5, 6.5, 6. 402C, inward somersault tuck, 1.4. Judges scores 5.5, 5.5, 5. Sydney, 105B, forward, 2.5 somersault pike, difficulty 2.4. Judges scores 6.5, 6.5, 6.5. Emma, 105B, forward, 2.5 somersault pike, difficulty 2.4. Judges scores 6.5, 7.5, 7.5. Moving on to the men, Christian, 103C, forward, 1.5 somersault tuck, difficulty 1.6. Judges scores 4, 3.5, 4. Brendan, 103C, forward, 1.5 somersault tuck, difficulty 1.6. Judges scores 4, 4.5, 5.5. Joel, 103C, forward, 1.5 somersault tuck, difficulty 1.6. Judges scores 5, 5, 5. Jaden, 103C, forward, 1.5 somersault tuck, difficulty 1.6. Judges scores 5, 5, 5. Brody, 104C, forward, 2 somersault tuck, difficulty 2.2. Judges scores 6, 6, 5.5. Back to the women, Magdalena, 103B, forward, 1.5 somersault pike, difficulty 1.6. Judges scores 5, 5, 5. Ellie, 403C, inward, 1.5 somersault tuck, difficulty 1.9. Judges scores 5, 5.5, 5.5. Sydney, 303C, reverse, 1.5 somersault tuck, difficulty 2.0. Judges scores 5, 6, 5. Emma, 303B, reverse, 1.5 somersault pike, difficulty 2.3. Judges scores 5.5, 5.5, 5.5. Next round for the men. Christian, 102C, forward, 1 somersault tuck, difficulty 1.4. Judges scores 3, 3.5, 4. Brendan, 202C, back somersault tuck, difficulty 1.5. Judges' scores, 4.5, 4.5, 4.5. Joel, 202C, back somersault tuck, difficulty 1.5. So hard doing this in tandem. Judges' scores, 5.5, 6, 6.5. Jaden, 202C, back somersault tuck, difficulty 1.5. Judges' scores, 5.5, 6, 6. Brody, 402C, inward somersault tuck, difficulty 1.6. It's up to them. Judges' scores, 6.5, 7, 7. Back to the women. Magdalena, 301C, reverse guide, tuck, difficulty 1.8. Judges' scores, 5.5, 5.5, 5. Ready? Ellie, 203C, back 1.5 somersault tuck, difficulty 1.9. Judges' scores, 5, 5, 5. Sydney, 203A, back 1.5 somersault straight, difficulty 2.4. Judges score 6.5, 6, 5.5. Emma, 51-32D, forward, 1.5 somersault, 1 twist free, difficulty 2.1. Judges scores 6.5, 7, 6.5. Moving on to the men. Christian, 402C, inward somersault tuck, difficulty 1.6. It's so hard because I feel like I have to have an ear over there. Judges scores 3, 4, 3. Brendan, 104C, forward, 2 somersault tuck, difficulty 2.2. Judges scores 5, 5, 4.5. Joel, 302C, reverse somersault tuck, difficulty 1.6. Judges scores 5, 5.5, 5. Jaden, 302C, reverse somersault tuck, difficulty 1.6. I'm making sure I don't uncall during the start. Score 6, 6.5, 7. Brody, 203C, back 1.5 somersault tuck, difficulty 2.0. Judges scores 5.5, 6, 6. Moving on to the women, Magdalena, 201A, back dive straight, difficulty 1.9. Judges scores 5.5, 5, 5. Ellie, 302C, reverse somersault tuck, difficulty 1.7. Judges scores 5, 6, 5. Sydney, 403B, inward, 1.5 somersault pike, difficulty 2.1. Judges score 7.5, 6.5, 6.5. Emma, 205C, 2.5 somersault tuck, difficulty 2.8. Judges score 6.5, 6, 5.5. Moving on to men, Christian, 202A, back somersault straight, difficulty 1.7. Judges scores 4.5, 4, 4.5. Brendan, 302C, reverse somersault tuck, difficulty 1.6. Judges scores 6, 5.5, 6. Joel, 402C, inward somersault tuck, difficulty 1.6. One, two, three, four. Judges scores 4.5, 6, 5.5. Jaden, 402C, inward somersault tuck, difficulty 1.6. Judges scores 5, 5.5, 5. Brody, 301C, reverse dive, tuck, difficulty 1.6. Judges scores 6, 6.5, 6.5. Moving back to the women, Magdalena, 401B, inward dive, pike, difficulty 1.4. Judges score 6.5, 6.5, 6. Ellie, 103B, forward, 1.5 somersault pike, difficulty 1.6. Judges scores 5.5, 5.5, 5.5. Sydney, 51-32D, forward, 1.5 somersault, 1 twist free, difficulty 2.1. Judges scores 7, 7, 7. Emma, 403B, inward, 1.5 somersault pike, difficulty 2.1. Judges scores 8, 7.5, 7.5. Moving to the men, Christian, 302C, reverse somersault tuck, difficulty 1.6. Judges scores 5, 3.5, 4. Brendan, 51-22D, forward somersault, 1 twist free, difficulty 1.9. Judges scores 6, 5.5, 5.5. Joel, 51-11B, forward dive, half twist pike, difficulty 1.7. Judges scores 6, 6, 5. Jaden, 403C, inward, 1.5 somersault tuck, difficulty 2.2. .403C, inward, 1.5 somersault. Judges scores 4.5, 3, 4.5. Brody, 403C, inward, 1.5 somersault tuck, difficulty 2.2. Judges scores 5-4-4. Moving on to our last round. Magdalena 52-21D, back somersault, half twist free, difficulty 1.8. Judges scores 5.5, 5-5. Ellie 52-11A, back dive, half twist straight, difficulty 2.0. Judges scores 5.5, 4-3. Sydney 52-33D, back 1.5 somersault, 1.5 twist free, difficulty 2.4. Judges scores 8, 6.5, 6.5. Emma 405C, inward 2.5 somersault tuck, difficulty 2.7. Judges scores 7.5, 7-7. Moving on to the last round for the men. Christian 51-11A, forward dive, half twist straight, difficulty 1.8. Judges scores 2, 2.5, 3. Brendan 401C, inward dive, tuck, difficulty 1.4. Judges scores 6.5, 6.5, 6. Joel 52-21D, back somersault, half twist free, difficulty 1.7. Judges scores 5.5, 6-6. Jaden, 52-31D, back 1.5 somersault, half twist free, difficulty 2.1. Judges scores 5.5, 5.5. Brody, 51-22D, forward somersault, 1 twist free, difficulty 1.9. Judges scores 4.5, 5. That concludes diving.